Hi, my name is Dee McVeigh. I live in Indiana, and I'm currently standing at the Forest Lawn Cemetery in Greenwood, Indiana. I'm at the memorial for the veterans, and I've said this speech in my head a few times. I've erased my videos. I've walked around this cemetery. I've even noted the tent over here. I've walked around. I've looked at names. I've looked at loved ones, leaving flowers behind. I've read things on their sayings. Turn back around here, sorry. This one here says, I fought a good fight. I'm short, sorry, I can't tell if I say that. And kept the faith. This one down here, United States Army. Sorry, I can't tell if I'm getting this in focus or not, so until we meet again in peace in heaven's hands, someone's loved one. These are not just veterans. These are people that were somebody something. These were people that gave their life so you and me could have our freedom, have our First Amendment rights, could have our right to be able to post videos like this, to have our freedom of speech, to have our right to bear arms, to write all of the amendments and things that we don't even know what they are, what they mean, when to exercise them, when we're allowed to, when we're not, when we violate them, when we don't violate them, when we let people take them from us, when we abandon them, when we use them as an excuse, when we take our fellow veterans for granted. All of these people, not just in the veteran section, this graveyard's huge, full of people, generations after generations of people, and many more to come, that are entitled and have been entitled to their amendment rights. And I'm sorry I'm only doing these because this is how tall I am. But there are thousands, millions, billions, and numbers that I can't even count up to. But they are all people of generations. All because of these men and women that fought for you, me, and all that have and all that can, for you to have that right. No matter what your nationality is, no matter what your sexuality is, no matter what your color is, no matter what color your hair type is, no matter how many piercings you have, no matter how many tattoos you have, no matter how much your political views are, no matter how funny you are, no matter how short you are, no matter how tall you are, no matter how much money you make, no matter if you live in a trailer, no matter if you live in a big extravagant home, these men and women, they all are different. different denominations, different colors, different ages, different generations, different names, different groups, different platoons, different crypts, different grave sites, different families, different states, different operations, different everything except one thing, one purpose. They took an oath. They fought for a country. They came back, some of them criticized, ridiculed, some left homeless, some without their limbs, some without their memories, some without even their lives. And some people don't even want to stand for them. Some people don't want to stand for a flag that represents every breath that took theirs away. Not every breath that they gave to make it blow, but every breath that took theirs away. Every sacrifice they gave. Every sacrifice they did, and in places that you'll never know, places they won't never even remember. Doing things that they were told to do, things they had to figure out on their own to make sure nobody was left behind while they were left in their own mind, if they had one to come back to. So while you are scrubbling out there, letting people dictate and mock you on your amendment rights, this is interesting. We all rest for eternity here. God bless us. Our job is done. Yeah, it's our turn. Because they gave their lives for us and our amendment rights. So I'm going to propose this as I stand here in this war of beautiful, dedicated to our nation's veterans. Me, I am a very, very headstrong on my veterans. And I say my veterans because I respect all of our men and women in uniform. I do. I'm huge on it. And get me on a subject of homeless men and women, that's a subject we need to talk about. That is a subject we need to talk about. Because there should be nobody, let alone a military person, that needs to go without the necessities of life. Never. It is inhumane. But that's not what this subject is about. This subject is about our amendment rights. And I'm going to tell you this. I propose, and I'm going to say this. I take this, and I hope this gets shared all the way up to Congress. I would like to propose a new law called the Fallin Law, dedicated to all of our men and women that stand, fallen, and continue to grow in uniform. That anybody who has their amendment rights sacrificed outside of the workforce when they are not at work, unless it is deemed in a contract, they cannot be fired. And they have to have reasonable, no, yes. I would like to deem to Congress the Fallin Law, that any man and woman that has their amendment rights that causes them to lose their job, of anything that is taken from them outside of the workforce, unless it is put into a contract, written, notarized, and witnessed, and is fair and justified and legal, is not grounds for dismissal in a workforce. And it has to be reasonable if it is in a contract. And it needs to be in respect of our veterans and all of those that give their lives for our amendment rights. Because if you do not honor and stand behind your amendment rights, then you might as well have spat in the faces of each and one of these men and women in the military. And on that note, I'm going to close out. Please feel free to share. God bless our country, and God bless all of you. And God bless all of our men and women. God bless all of our men and women in uniform, all of their families. And God, please bless this country. We're so busy taking you out of our country. That you're the only thing in this world that probably is going to save this country. Because it's it's the men and women in uniform that fought for our right to be able to pray to you anyway. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even have that. So Congress, what do you say? How about the Fallin Law? Let's back these veterans up and stand behind them. Our amendment rights. That's the least we could do to salute them. My name's Dee McVeigh, and I approve this message.